It is time now for the ABC 10 News Streamline, everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. The government is hurtling towards its first shutdown in 7 years. A spending deal right now appears unlikely. Congress is working against the clock. They only have until midnight to make a deal. Republicans want a short-term funding fix that will keep the government running until November 20th at its current funding levels. Democrats, though, are demanding a new bill that would reverse cuts to Medicaid and prevent health insurance premiums from rising.
The government shuts down. It's because Republicans have decided to shut the government down and hurt the American people. And that's a point that we made loudly and clearly in that meeting.
I think we're headed to a shutdown because the Democrats won't do the right thing.
Seems like everyone's trying to point the blame at the other side and not really working on a new deal. Now, the House already passed the Republican version of the spending bill. It needs 60 votes, though, to clear the Senate, which means 7 Democrats would have to vote across party lines to get it through. A shutdown could have far-reaching consequences for people coast to coast. It would impact things like customer service at government agencies, food inspections, national parks, and more. Essential government employees like air traffic controllers, TSA agents, members of the military could be required to work without getting paid, although the law does require them to get back pay once the government reopens. Social Security payments would also continue. On top of all of this, though, the Trump administration is threatening mass firings instead of furloughs. He's told agencies to eliminate jobs of people working on programs considered not consistent with the president's priorities. Meanwhile, President Trump is fast-tracking efforts to secure peace in Gaza. Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu say they have agreed to a ceasefire deal, but Hamas still needs to accept the terms. Trump laid out a 20-point plan for ending the Israel-Hamas war. It does not require people to leave Gaza. It calls for the war to end immediately if both sides accept it.
But if Hamas rejects your plan, Mr. President, or if they supposedly accept it and then basically do everything to counter it, then Israel will finish the job by itself. This can be done the easy way, or it can be done the hard way, but it will be done.
If the deal is accepted, Hamas would have 72 hours to release all of the remaining hostages. An explosion caught on camera at an aerospace company in Texas. This is the latest setback for the Firefly project. The rocket blew apart during pre-flight testing. Look at that massive fireball. No one was on board. Firefly officials say proper safety protocol was followed and no one was hurt.
Mayday, Mayday, 57 Lima Bravo, lost engine on left base.
A scary moment on a San Diego freeway. A small plane makes an emergency landing on the 15 right in the middle of rush hour. The plane was about a mile away from Montgomery Gibbs Airport when the motor stopped. 2 people were on board. The pilot guided the plane down to the freeway and then onto the center divide. No one was hurt.
The altitude he was at when the motor quit, he didn't have a lot of places to go. He got picked a good one.
Amazing that it didn't hit any cars or anything on the way down. The flight lasted less than an hour. It was believed to have been a routine training flight. Summer is officially over. Now, though, is the best time for people in San Diego to enjoy the slow season and save some money. ABC 10 News reporter Marie Cornell has your consumer news with a look at the top destinations letting kids in for free this month.
October is Kids Free San Diego, which means from October 1st through the 31st, businesses like the Museum of Us here at Balboa Park are offering special deals for families. The promotion was created by the San Diego Tourism Authority to bring people to America's finest city during a historically slower period when it comes to visitors.
Yeah, the San Diego Tourism Authority has been around since 1954.
Brian Heilman is the Director of Marketing Partnerships for the Tourism Authority.
October's a great time to visit San Diego. The weather's really mild, the crowds are smaller, and now we've made it more affordable. And there's so many offers.
This is how it works. Log on to the website sandiego.org/kidsfree. There you will see more than 100 businesses that are participating. If you're looking for a staycation, there are close to 30 hotels that are offering deals where you can save up to 25%. The average cost of a hotel room a night ranges from $186 to $429 a night, depending on the date. Each deal has its own terms and conditions. For the month of October, many of the locations are also adding in a special treat for the kids. The Catamaran Resort Hotel and Spa, Courtyard by Marriott in Old Town, and Town & Country are offering a free breakfast treat at their restaurants, while others have set up activities for kids like a scavenger hunt at the Sheraton San Diego Hotel and Marina, or free swag bags and free bike rentals for those 12 and under at the Ocean Park Inn in Pacific Beach. And if eating out is more your style, there are more than 30 dining deals where kids eat free with the purchase of an adult meal. And there are deals on activities. There are more than 50 museums and attractions that are participating in the Kids Free San Diego promotion. The San Diego Zoo is offering free admission to kids 11 and under when accompanied by a paid adult admission. Normally, the cost of a child ticket is $66. SeaWorld San Diego is offering a similar deal. Free admission for those ages 3 to 9 with an adult admission, which saves you almost $123 per child. Legoland is giving kids 2 to 12 a free ticket to the park with a paid adult ticket. And there are also options for outdoor activities.
You can go out on a half-day fishing boat, you can go fishing at Lake Jennings, you can go out with San Diego Whale Watch on a whale watching excursion.
Be sure to check with each individual business for promo codes when booking. Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.
That all starts tomorrow. Major League Baseball playoffs begin today, though, when the Padres take on the Cubs in Chicago. It's the best-of-3 wild card series. The last time the Padres faced the Cubs in the playoffs was more than 40 years ago, the 1984 NL Championship Series. And the Padres took that one 3-2, advancing to the World Series. Fast forward 41 years, the Pods would love to send the Cubbies packing again. They are hungry for the franchise's first ever World Series title.
You know, we have a goal. We have a core group of guys who are going to be here for a very long time, and we're going to continue to try to, reach our goal, which is to bring a championship to the city of San Diego. So now we just got to go out there and do it.
I don't have to do too much. These guys have been here before. They were here very recently. They have an understanding of what everybody's goal is in mind, and that's to win a World Series. So this is the first step, first game. But I think having that experience and being able to kind of hone in on that is really important.
And Nick Pivetta gets the honor of taking the ball in Game 1. You can watch all the action right here on ABC 10. First pitch is 12:08 p.m. Take a look at this. A 12-foot alligator in Georgia took a nice little stroll through a McDonald's drive-thru. People who live in the neighborhood say the gator stayed in that parking lot for 3 days, even after multiple calls to law enforcement and animal control. So the people who live there tried to take matters into their own hands.
Dude pulls up with some duct tape and a shoestring. He starts taunting the gator. Me and her brother Ty, we was like, it's our time now for real. We finna get this thing. I started yanking him back, walking him.
He's walking
it like a pit bull.
Yeah, don't taunt an alligator. Eventually, a licensed trapper was able to safely move the gator. 2 young mountain lions are now back in the wild after rehabbing at the San Diego Humane Society. They were rescued in March, found orphaned and malnourished. The cubs spent more than 5 months at the Humane Society's Wildlife Center in Ramona. Wildlife officials say they were taught essential survival skills, things like how to hunt. Now they are prepared for a life on their own, although not on their own. They'll be together, we hope, and safe in the wild. That's it for your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.